What's up, YouTube? It's boy Lewis. So back again for another video, man. Today we got a video uploaded by this channel. Is called Sunny V2. So we have a huge new update on I was trying to make up a joke, like an acronym for EDP. That was, like something predator, but I couldn't figure it out. But anyways, we have a huge new update on EDP445 from bad to worse. From the thumbnail, it's saying that he's now in prison. This whole situation has been crazy, and the thing is like I've been aware of him for so long. I wasn't like a watcher, I wasn't subscribed or nothing, but I'm not even trying to like save face here like I wasn't, but I was aware of him through like memes, and I seen like some of his stuff and his rants and from other YouTubers, and I was like, I always thought, okay, he's a decent guy, but man, you just don't know sometimes. Anyways, this is a long video, so let's go ahead and just check it out, man. Before we get into it, y'all let me know down below in the comments how was your day. Hopefully it was pretty good. If it wasn't, hopefully this makes it just a little bit better. I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe this will make it a little bit better. Let's get it.
EDP445 has been fired from 3 different jobs over the last couple of weeks
as a result
of people exposing his employment to
TikTok. Oh my
he's apparently completely out of money, and as a result has been evicted from a few different properties, and he's now living out of a suitcase in a couple of unconventional crappy locations.
Oh
However, the craziest update in the EDP445 tragedy is that only 3 weeks ago, according to one of his former YouTube buddies by the name of Felipe, the big man himself has actually been put behind bars.
This is the Henderson, Nevada Detention Center. Inmate Brian Moreland would like to receive the call, and I said yes.
Things have gotten so bad for EDP that right now, as we speak, he's applying to have his name legally changed. However, in a world of tit for tat where you unavoidably reap what you sow, it's hard to say that this punishment is undeserving. And in this video, you'll see how bad things can truly become if you plant weeds in your garden as opposed to flowers. To what extent should a person's life be ruined for the mistakes made in their own past? At what point, if ever, should EDP445 be forgiven for his own foolish decisions? Does EDP445's work completed prior to his cancellation?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's wrong and it's horrible and it's wrong, but I seen people. I mean, you hear about people getting off or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my chair. But the guy's not Hitler, but he's like, it's still bad. I don't know if I should be. This is a touchy, sensitive subject. People feel strongly about certain things, so maybe I should just be. I'm not trying to justify anything what you did or anything. I'm just saying I gotta play devil's advocate. If I don't, then it won't be me.
Hold any residual value, or was it rendered completely and utterly useless from the second he showed up to that cursed bakery?
If you're not used to that,
we asked this last question because prior
this
to
channel isn't for you.
2021, things were actually going reasonably well for
Calm down, I'm a nice guy.
If you look at his social blade graph, you'll see that he gained 520,000 subscribers over the course of 2 months in April and May of 2020. People loved him because he was one of the last few YouTubers who had absolutely no filter. He was unconcerned about ad revenue,
like the Hodge twins and a few others. I like the Hodge
some
twins.
of the most crass yet hilarious topics. EDP445's unconventional mind was always spoken honestly, so he stood out as unique. It's not surprising either, in a world where everyone else online is always walking on eggshells trying.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. I even feel like this to some degree, like I gotta, you gotta walk on eggshells because everyone, especially when you're on the internet, man, people could take your words misconstrued, people could take your words and edit it, people could take your words and be offended by it, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy the state we're at right now. Crazy. So it's like, as long as I stay true to who I am and who I've always been, not too much, I don't know.
Anyone. EDP445's brash attitude and unapologetic.
Why am I talking about me?
I'm talking about EDP. For those who saw the world in a similar way. However, of course, such an approach wasn't without controversy. In 2017, as a result of his unconventional content, he'd be banned from YouTube for a period of 2 weeks, while Twitter was a little harsher, placing a ban on his main EDP445 account permanently.
Twitter does that to a lot of people, though.
In early 2020, YouTube refused to send EDP a gold play button, stating that the channel didn't match their eligibility criteria.
What?
Because according to them, my channel
doesn't match the criteria. And I'm like, my channel has 0 community guideline strikes. It has 0 copyright strikes.
EDP would gain support from other large YouTubers such as Some Ordinary Gamers, who stated that the refusal was stupid.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean,
if he doesn't get his play button,
regardless
I'm gonna
of
buy him his play button.
While EDP was also made
how
a
much they
custom
cost.
YouTube play button by a fan of the channel, displaying the love and support he had from the community at the time.
Cool.
However, perhaps YouTube and Twitter were able to see something objectively that those who loved and supported him could not.
I don't agree with that. However, I don't agree with that because it's no way they would have known anything like that. Just because a content creator is, inadvertently themselves, as long as they're not harming others or putting out language that can potentially harm others, and I feel like everything else is just, it falls under free speech, So that's just my thing on that situation in particular. I'm not talking about today,
with such
right
an
now.
unfiltered mind, may have also been hiding some dirty skeletons in the closet, and correct is what they would eventually be. On the 18th
YouTube's
of April
sensitive kinda now,
2021,
though.
EDP445 was caught in 4K on his way to pick
Yeah,
up
that
a
was-
cupcake. The topic was covered by almost everyone in the commentary community.
I'm sure by now many of you have at least heard of the EDP445 situation.
I've never.
Creators who supported him in the past, such as
That
Some
guy looks
Ordinary
familiar.
Gamers, would upload a video titled EDP445 needs to be arrested immediately.
Why has EDP been dropping hard? Because EDP is an individual that actually got
G
Chris
Fuel.
Hansen.
And after it was revealed that a similar situation
Keemstar.
had occurred as many as 8 times prior, many considered EDP unforgivable, and his life would subsequently descend into a state of chaos.
Yeah, didn't he start a website?
Beginning of the end.
Didn't he start a website? How'd that go?
In the 7 days following
Dang.
the expose, EDP445 would lose 200,000 subscribers, almost 10% of his entire count. However, how many followers he lost initially didn't actually matter, because 7 days later, his
He
remaining
deleted
2
it,
million
right?
subscribers would disappear entirely after YouTube decided to ban his account altogether. At the time of his banning, EDP was exactly 30 years old, and had been creating content since 2010 when he was 19 years old. So the 179 million views deleted in the process meant that his entire portfolio of work completed in his 20s, 10 plus years worth of labor, was wiped out quite literally overnight.
Dang.
One mistake was all it took for YouTube to decide that EDP445 no
Gotta
longer
be
deserved
careful,
either
man.
his celebrity status
What you
or
do.
any kind of record relating to any of his work completed in the past. Another method that EDP had for earning an online income was Cameo. You could order a personalized video and get EDP to say anything you instructed him to for the low price of $44. However, following
Low
the infamous
price.
cupcake event, Cameo would be contacted by numerous individuals who would receive responses along the lines of, "Hey there, thank you for reaching out. Our team is aware of the allegations and are actively investigating this. Thank
Why
you
they
for
say
bringing it to our
allegations? Like,
attention."
here's the thing. They say a lot of companies will say things like allegations or that's another word they'll use to protect themselves legally. However, it depends on when they said this. Are actively investigating. Thank you for reaching out. I was about to say, because like saying well, never mind. I was about to talk. Never mind. Just forget it.
And kindly Melita. Less than a week later, EDP445's Cameo account was deleted. Another income stream had gone up in smoke. EDP445 then attempted
Hopefully
to
he
switch to
invested.
Facebook. However,
Looks
after
like he
gaining
did.
6,000 followers, he'd be banned from the platform. It was the same story over on Instagram. His main account was terminated, at which
Dang.
point EDP was likely coming to terms with the harsh reality of his cancellation. However, just before his Facebook was deleted, he'd make one final interesting announcement. He planned on making his own website to which he
Yeah,
would continue
that's
posting
right,
videos.
what I remember last.
EDP445 announced over on Facebook that he will be making his grand return to the internet with his own website to return to his old video type, I guess.
Just want to let you guys know, man, EDP445.com is coming soon. Been about like a week, maybe 2 weeks from now.
EDP445 seemingly got to the point of fully building the website, as discussed by Tipster here on YouTube.
It still says coming soon, still says today's date. It does look like EDP is actually serious about this whole launching a website thing.
However, after an apparent falling out with his website developer, as mentioned in a Reddit comment, the launch seemed to fail.
Update, the website is now returning an error 500. So it looks like he's been having a little bit of trouble launching the site. Hasn't been working so well for him.
And to this day, the page remains as an unlaunched, inactive website. In spite of how
Wow.
much of a scumbag EDP445 truly was, you have to give him credit for sheer determination, because he then began to upload videos on another third-party website called 3Speak TV, where his account would be met with the same fate. It was banned.
He
Dang.
wrote,
Did
"For
he use
some
the same
reason,
name?
My channel was deleted. I don't have a clue what's going on. I didn't violate any guideline. Can you please tell me what's going on? EDP."
After this ban, it seemed as though EDP445 was slowly
I pitched this idea, and I know I don't know if I should say this or not, but I was like, yo, when this first initially happened, I don't know if I said this on video or not when I first reacted to this. Did I react? I think I did briefly, but I was like, what did she do? Is create a different account, YouTube account, whatever, completely separate from anything that could possibly relate him to himself, you know. And the only thing I would put in it is his voice, no footage of himself, and he's like talking over maybe like pictures and stuff like most of these guys do on here. But you probably want to change your voice up a little bit, change up the subject of what you talk about, and you talk about it in the same manner, kind of, but you got to slightly tweak and change certain things here and there so too many people don't pick up on who you potentially are. And then like you just don't show your face and associate yourself with any type of things that people may be familiar with. I don't know if that would have worked. People are pretty smart on the internet, so he's not the brightest guy. I don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea, but that was a theory or idea I put out there. But I'm not trying to justify or help him. I'm just I don't know.
Getting the message from each and every website. His career on the internet was finished. However, the internet wasn't finished with ending his career. Rich from Review Tech USA would state that he might be able to get a job working somewhere like Starbucks. However, it was only going to be so
he
long
talked
before
about
the
this?
trolls would come and inform them of his past.
But I don't even know if you can get a damn job at Starbucks and keep it, because you know the trolls are going to come after you and say, oh yeah, that guy you just hired, I wouldn't keep him employed. You'd probably lose a job at that coffee shop.
How do
Rich would be correct in this statement. EDP445 moved from Bakersfield, California to
essays
Henderson,
and
Nevada,
pedophiles and stuff. Where do they work
where it
at?
seemed as though he managed to land a job as a Lyft driver in October 2021. However,
Dang.
this job would be fairly short-lived, as a video posted to TikTok by a user called Lennon Jimenez would expose EDP445's Lyft profile.
Bro went from wanting cupcakes to driving for Lyft.
And his position as a driver would subsequently be removed by the company.
Oh
the situation
my
would promote
gosh.
Reddit discussion, with one post stating EDP as a Lyft driver, how the mighty have fallen, which received
Now the
comments
mighty
such as, can you take me to the grocery store? I'm gonna go buy some
Oh
cupcakes.
my
and I hope he doesn't get on any
gosh.
food delivery apps. MF would eat my fries and I'd have missing slices of pizza. However, somewhat hilariously, it was revealed shortly thereafter that EDP had in fact been driving for both Uber Eats and Grubhub, which would also both fire him after finding out about the drama.
This guy. Move to a different state. Change your name, bro.
And Uber Eats, and all three of those companies fired him.
According to a very basic unconfirmed source, EDP
It is what
also
it is.
apparently applied at Chuck E. Cheese, but for obvious reasons didn't
Heck
seem
no.
to get the position.
Heck no.
EDP445 no longer had the ability to make money online or in real life, as this revealed, unless he were to find some extremely low-skill niche job where they wouldn't check his name online and where he wouldn't have to interact with any customers who might expose him to whichever company he might be working for. With so many obstacles in the way of finding even the most basic of jobs, it's hardly surprising to find out that EDP has been attempting to change his name legally. The application shown on screen states that Bryant Moreland applied for a name change with the Nevada County Court on the 21st of October 2021. The strange part about this is that when you try and search the court register from the Reddit post by typing in his name, Bryant Moreland, it now states that there are no results found, possibly indicating that EDP445's name change has been successful and he's no longer known as Bryant Moreland.
Actually, I did type in his name, Moreland Bryant.
Moreland Bryant.
No results found.
However, the problem with this, as outlined by the
It lets you know
EDP445
or
subreddit,
something? Lets you know when someone's name has been changed or something?
seems arrogant.
What's his new name? I want to know.
Is that he's not exactly hard to spot. This idiot thinks this will fix anything.
Yeah,
Maleo.
he's
He'll
pretty-
be spotted everywhere no matter his name.
Yeah.
He should flee to Cuba or something like this.
That's what I'm
Changing
saying.
His name isn't a good idea since it's gonna get
Change your name and your look.
What good does changing a name do when you're as easily recognizable as him? LOL. He needs to lose hundreds of pounds and get a hair transplant.
That's what I'm
Perhaps
saying.
the goal is to have his name hidden for long
Gets
enough
teeth
in order
fixed,
to
hair
get a job,
transplant.
as other sources state that he's been unsurprisingly struggling with money.
He's broke. Like, YouTube made him money, but after having that, he got broke real quick.
A user by the name of Master.
That's the thing, too. When you have a revenue, like, I'm pretty sure he's making pretty decent to good money on YouTube, right? You can't just, like, live check to check. You gotta, like, invest it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do side things that can, like, make you more money, but, like, assets, not, like, liabilities, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have things that are just going to make you money on end, without you really having to touch it, you know what I'm saying? That's a smart thing to do, but, you know. Oh, my bad. It is
Pay all
muted.
the way back.
real quick.
A user by the name of Master at Work, who was one of the people trying to expose EDP all the way back in 2020, stated in October that EDP had less than $3,300 cash left in his account, plus 2 cars and a couple of other things that he might be able to sell.
The only income that he has, other than the $3,300 that he has left in his bank account, is maybe the 40 grand in weapons and the 2 cars that he owns.
However, in the 2 months since October, users on Reddit used his car's license plate to confirm that EDP445 has sold one of his cars, possibly indicating that his cash stack has dwindled even further. In the same live stream during which Master at Work would discuss EDP's financial situation, it also mentioned that EDP had been evicted from his apartment complex as the property owner received numerous complaints about having him as a tenant.
Call up Spur Apartments and verify it for yourself. EDP will no longer.
These guys have been doing their research on him, man. I would never. It's not that.
Constant harassment the property owner has been getting.
Since then, EDP has been living out of a suitcase at various hotels. However, even then, his detractors have been going around trying to get him kicked out of wherever he happens to be staying.
He's a danger to everyone in here.
Okay, so I just called security. Go ahead and let security know all this information.
Be more
wow, people are on his
EDP's
neck.
detractors have made his life such a living hell that if anything, an arrest or a short stint in prison would almost make his circumstances more comfortable.
That's what I'm saying.
This part by stating that there have been numerous accounts of EDP being arrested. However, they never seem to have any rock-solid proof to go along with it, so take everything said in the next section with a grain of salt. In late October, a YouTuber by the name of Matt Simon seemed confident that EDP had been arrested, yet provided no evidence or reason for the arrest.
EDP has been arrested.
Oh, my Mac's about to die. Hold on. Alright, so we're back. But yeah, man, this guy's not catching a break.
October 25th, it is 11:30 at night, and EDP has been arrested today. And he was actually arrested today. But I don't know what he was arrested for.
This claim clearly lacks credibility.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does he know?
Evidence to which there seems to be none. However, a former friend of EDP445 by the name of Felipe claims to have some stronger evidence pertaining to the potential arrest of EDP445. Less than a month ago, on the 3rd of December 2021, he'd uploaded a video titled, "Is EDP445 in Jail?" In this video, Felipe explained that while out having dinner, he'd get a call from a private number stating that it was EDP445 who was being held at the Henderson, Nevada Detention Center.
So the third time I picked up, I was like, hello, and it said, this is the Henderson, Nevada Detention Center, inmate for Brian Moreland. Would you like to receive the call? And I hung up, and then called again, and the same thing happened. Would you like to receive a call? So I said yes, because I was like, I was just curious to see, holy he got arrested, wow,
The issue is the only evidence that he's able to provide is 4 no-caller ID calls on his iPhone, which isn't exactly rock-solid evidence to say the least, and Felipe's character is suspect at best. He only gets views when he talks about EDP445, and without EDP on the internet to defend himself, anyone can say anything. Additionally, if EDP did successfully change his name in October or November, as mentioned previously, this would prove the story to be fake, as the guy states that it was Bryant Moreland on the other end of the phone. One comment stated, "Looked up every inmate record in Clark County, which is where Henderson is, Kern County, which is..."
See, the dude, people like him, looked up every inmate record in Clark County, which is where Henderson is, Kern County, which is where Batesville is, and Manatee County, which is where Brand Florida is, which said he was connected on no Brand Marzinos. The dude literally done his research, looking up these different counties and looking up individuals within the prison, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out, is he there, is he there, is he not? I don't know. That's just a little suspect to me. It's because it's people on the internet, man. People on the internet are a little weird, They're just all invested in everyone's lives. I'm a little curious, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna watch a video. I'm not gonna go out searching whether or not the guy is locked up or not. I don't care that much. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I can't even be mad at y'all. It's the internet. Y'all do whatever.
Bakersfield is, and Manatee County, which is where Bradenton, Florida is, which said that he was connected to online. No Bryant Moreland is in any of those prisons. In the end, it doesn't really matter whether or not he's in actual prison, as it's safe to say that EDP is a man who made a mistake so bad that even outside of concrete prison walls, he barely has a drop of freedom.
Move to Mexico, change your name. Honestly, I'll move somewhere down in South America.
I'll never forget.
Change your name, change your look. I change everything. I start working out, get healthy. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing, but anyways, yo, this is crazy, man. Yeah, man, you make stupid decisions. I'm all over the place. But look, man, it is what it is. He did what he did. Now he's paying the repercussions, man. We all make choices and decisions every day in our lives, and certain choices and decisions lead to certain consequences. It is what it is. In this situation, I guess a lot of people got what they wanted, if not more. I don't know really what else to say. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just like, oh, he sold this, he sold that. Like, I'm not. That's just not me. But anyways, yeah. I mean, look, he got what he got, and he's reaping and sowing whatever it is he's planted. With that being said, y'all let me know down below in the comments. What are your thoughts and opinions, though? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys have some updates. You should let me know down below in the comments. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at LeroySSO. Send me YouTube channel. They can also send me to our chat too. That being said, peace.